Hey, everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge podcast, episode number 296. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Podcast. And also check out the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And without any further ado, let's get shit started with episode number 296. Dodgers, finally Kings, drawing back to the World Series win again. Because I'm never going to get tired of saying that shit. The Los Angeles Dodgers are the 2020 World Series champions. And you know what? As far as I know, they did it the right way. Unlike the Houston Asterisks of 2017. And all those fans from Houston that keep telling me and telling everybody in the Dodgers fandom that this championship doesn't count. Who the fuck are you fooling, you goddamn cocksucker? Your fucking cunt players cheated. And honestly, the Houston Astros team should be fucking contracted. Fuck you people. You guys are goddamn assholes. Your championship means nothing. In a shortened season, in a pandemic season, in a season where the playoff format was a bit janky, this shit counts more than your faux fucking 2017 win, you trash banging fucking assholes. Go fuck yourselves. And holy shit, the only thing that you have to glom onto this season is coming back from a 3-0 deficit. Congratulations, you couldn't even win Game 7. Useless fucking cocksuckers, you Houston Astros, you. Fucking drown and get fucking blown away by the hurricanes that are nonstop, you fucking assholes. Unreal. And unlike the Houston Asterisks, an opposition a couple years back the Dodgers had to face and got cheated out of, you had the Tampa Bay Rays doing shit the right way. Small payroll, but using analytics, stats, and bows to get shit done. And man, what a World Series this was. From start to finish. Game 1. Dodgers winning at 8-3. And even then, it didn't really feel all that safe. But Clayton Kershaw getting the win on the night felt pretty good. And you would hope, okay, you're up 1-0. Momentum is kind of on your side right now in the next game, but in comes Blake Snell. Game 2. And the Rays win 6-4, even though they got a couple hits and runs off of him. But at 1-1, you knew this Rays team was good. And all the national media prognosticators talking about, oh, the Dodgers are going to fucking take care of the Rays, no problem. They're stacked, payroll, all this stupid, superficial shit that everyone looks into. That kept getting overanalyzed and just tediously repeated over and over again. But after Game 2, I knew, holy shit, this is going to be a long fucking series. And when the Dodgers came out, Game 3 with Walker Buehler, man, something felt real good. Maybe it was the way Walker Buehler was just pitching lights out. Maybe it was the way the hitting crew was going. But I felt confident after Game 3 that we're going into Game 4. We're going to grab a win. 3-1. Clayton Kershaw on Sunday. Game 5 is going to win. And we're going to be World Series champions on Sunday. And it'll only be in 2 weeks since the Los Angeles Lakers on October 11th won a championship. So Game 4, I was fully expecting the Dodgers to get shit done. And Julio Urias was actually pretty splendid for the start. But little by little, Dave Roberts mismanaging and sometimes unhelpful micromanaging kind of fucked the Dodgers. And slowly but surely, where the Dodgers have in their hands a potential win to put them up in the series 3-1. It's in the ninth inning of this game 4 that everything just goes to hell. And you know what? As far as I can remember, there was 2 runners on base on first and second. I think Randy Arozarena might have been leading there. But it's Phillips who's at bat. This dude hasn't fucking swung a goddamn bat since September, if I'm not mistaken. And some way, somehow, he hits that motherfucking ball right to Chris Taylor, who flubs it. And that throw has to make itself to Will Smith at home plate because, I mean, the game's tied at 7-7 at this point. Yeah, mind you, the Dodgers had a 7-6 lead going into the bottom of the ninth. 2 outs on a 1-2 count with Kenley Jensen on the mound. And all this shit's happening. Will Smith misses the catch. Kenley Jensen has no idea where the fuck he needs to be. And Randy Arozarena just runs it to home plate and just taps that shit up real hard. And, you know, on the YouTube channel, I went ahead and posted my raw reaction to that shit. And it did garner a couple of views, but honestly, I didn't care about that. What I cared about was my team fucking up Game 4. And that pissed me off. No amount of consolation, no amount of talking, no amount of mental gymnastics was going to get me out of the funk on that day. I'm telling you, Game 4 really ruined my night. I was actually going out that evening after Game 4, but that just kind of derailed my mood altogether. And I just recall screaming the name Dave Roberts, Pedro Baez, Kenley Jensen, Chris Taylor, Will Smith, just nonstop. Because I feel like they kind of fucked up in more ways than one, because at 2-2, momentum can go to anybody. And I know, as much as I love Clayton Kershaw, and as unfair as it is, I mean, he does have this history in October, so I was extremely worried going into Game 5, but Kersh did his job. Hitting showed up at the right time, and Dodgers got that win on Sunday. And so, thankfully, after a 3 consecutive days of World Series baseball, my heart just fucking fluctuating all over the place, we got a day off on Monday. So I had to just kind of relax and take it all in a little bit. Yeah, Game 4 sucked. Especially when I'm thinking about it on Monday, I was thinking, you know, Game 4 sucked. But, man, 3 World Series in 4 years. And before that, we didn't reach a World Series for 29 years. I mean, good Lord, man. We should be really considering ourselves lucky that we're even here, or even getting a chance to battle at this. And, you know, that's kind of the objective part of me in that sense. And, you know, looking back on it, I just thought, wow, I mean, you know, being a fan of this team since I was a kid, and really when you're a kid, there's really not a lot of awareness as to what the postseason was. I mean, for me personally, at least, I don't know about anybody else, but I didn't understand that concept. I mean, for me, it was just watching, you know, professional athletes play baseball, and I'm just watching it for fun, right? But, you know, more recently, and you know, brushing through the archives and doing some research on the Dodgers, you realize, yeah, this is a very this is a very historically heartbroken team. You take the Dodgers' history back to its, you know, bitter rivalry with the New York Yankees when they were formerly known as the Brooklyn Dodgers. Even when they were in the Los Angeles area facing the New York Yankees, they were getting owned. And again, 24 NL pennants in its 100th 30 plus year history because the club was established in 1983. 24 NL pennants and only 6 World Series. I mean, you would have to imagine there are a boatload of fucking heartbreaks there. And yeah, I got to witness a good chunk of them. And that was my kind of morbid, cynical, I guess, misery kind of popping out after Game 4 because I understood the history and context of what this Dodgers team was. And so Game 5 felt like a huge, relief of pressure for me, at least as watching it as a fan. So Monday just kind of had me step back, take it all in. And what do you know? In a blink of an eye, it's Tuesday, hours before Game 6. I'm just, pacing back and forth, hoping that the Dodgers can grab a win, can get shit done. And, of course, you had Blake Snell starting. Because you have to put your best pitcher on in a do-or-die game. That's a gimme. And while the Dodgers started Tony Gonsolin, I wasn't too anxious. I was trying to stay as even keel as I could, but Blake Snell had me worried really early because Tony Gonsolin gives up the solo home run to Randy Arozarena in the first inning, and Blake Snell was too hot. And I just thought, wow, if Blake Snell is dishing and we're just going full bullpen, we have to play perfect. Because unless some freak shit happens, Blake Snell might just win this fucking game for the Rays and we're going into Game 7 tomorrow. That was my ultimate fear. But in comes Kevin Cash. In comes Kevin Cash, the manager. Around the what? 6th inning? 5th inning? I was shocked when Kevin Cash pulled Blake Snell. Now, listen. As you can clearly tell with my guessing on which inning this shit was, I'm not going to get technical here. I'm not going to get on the fucking stats. But what I'll tell you right now is this shit, flat out. Kevin Cash is an arrogant idiot, and you fucking cost the Rays your game. Let me say that shit one more time for the kids in the back. Kevin Cash, the Tampa Bay Rays manager, is an egomaniacal prick that cost the Tampa Bay Rays a chance at a Game 7 and the World Series because Blake Snell should have never left that mound. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, as a Dodgers fan, don't get me wrong. I'm ecstatic. I am over the moon that Blake Snell is leaving the game. I'm thinking, wait. The guy who's been dominating and teabagging our dudes, he's out the game? And you're bringing in Anderson? One of the worst pitchers that the Dodgers have seen all throughout this World Series? And generally through the postseason, he hasn't been good. You're bringing that guy in? Wow. Don't give me the stat shit. Don't give me the analytics shit. Don't give me the, after third meeting with the hitters, the pitchers aren't going to be that good. Bullshit. The eye test tells you that despite the 2 hits by Blake Snell, he has been lights out. He has been playing some of the best baseball I've seen throughout this World Series. And then Kevin Cash says, robot, calculator, protons. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? And again, I'm a Dodgers fan. I love when this happened. But when you see Blake Snell's reaction, when you see that man walking off the mound and mouthing fucking A, man, fuck, you feel for him. I felt horrible for the guy. Even watching the replays and some of the highlights today, I sat back thinking, this guy doesn't deserve this. This guy does not deserve to be fucking ousted of the World Series in a do-or-die game, getting pulled because the manager is having some sort of fucking ego trip in the middle of the goddamn game. And you know Mookie Betts at bat right after that shit, he was saying he was smiling. I mean, everyone saw it. He knew that he was going to get Anderson. And sure enough, that inning, everything changed. And Kevin Cash, I don't really know what else to say, man. After that move, you saw the body language of the entire Rays bench. And it looked like the body language of guys who were frustrated, who gave up on their manager, who looked as though they were disgusted with what happened. And maybe that's just my interpretation. Maybe that's how I'm reading into the situation. But holy fuck, Kevin Cash, what are you doing? How could you do that to your team? I get analytics, I get all the fucking number shit, but bro, this is some egomaniacal shit. Nobody else is talking about this. Nobody else is pointing out the fact that Kevin Friend just might be an arrogant prick that went my way or the highway, because generally a lot of managers in all sports tend to be egotistical pricks. But blame it on the analytics. Blame it on Anderson. Oh, but what about Snell? Shut up. It's Kevin Cash and his ego. That ruined the Rays season. Straight up. And yeah, we don't know if Blake Snell stayed, the game would have ended, in a Rays win or a Dodgers. We don't know. We just don't know that. But Blake Snell was your best chance to get to Game 7. And man, you made the wrong read. You absolutely made the wrong read there for Cash. And as a Dodgers fan, we cashed in. Yeah! Yeah, that was a bad joke. I tried. But at least I'm putting more fucking effort than goddamn Kevin Cash. Because, yeah, man, the Dodgers are down 1-0 that inning. And Kevin Cash basically gifted the Dodgers 2 runs. Dodgers up 2-1. I believe it was the bottom of the 8th inning, where Mookie Betts just dings a solo home run, 3-1. That's when you knew it was game over. That's when you officially it was game over. I mean, the whole Blake Snell situation, I thought that was a dagger to the Rays, but that profuse bleeding through just self-destruction was really just stamped with that Mookie Betts home run. And then you just pop to the top of the 9th inning, and Julio Urias with 2 outs has Adames at plate. 3 straight pitches down the middle. Three straight pitches just inside. And Julio gets the out for a Dodgers World Series win. I'm never going to get tired of saying that shit. I am never going to get tired of saying that shit. 2020. World Series champions. Los Angeles Dodgers. And you know what? Before I get too crazy, before I get too overly emotional, I mean, I had moments of that already. But I want to extend my congratulations and kudos to the Tampa Bay Rays, because what they have done this season was truly spectacular. 40 wins. You made it all the way through the ALCS, got to the World Series, despite being really the Cinderella story. No one really knew what this Tampa Bay Rays team was. Nobody really knew who was there. And as far as a lot of baseball casuals like myself knew for a long time, then, man, this team was talking about, playing half its games in Montreal at one point, because Tampa Bay can't garner, any kind of, attendance shit. But in comes these group of guys and just lit the postseason on fire. And I still don't have the nerves to watch Game 4 again. because I just do not want to fucking think about that game. But that game will live in world history lore forever. Forever. And Randy Arozarena, with the season he has, man, I feel like the Rays' future is bright. Simultaneously, the sad reality, too, is that Rays' ownership is shit. They're cheap as fuck. And, yeah, Kevin Cash is an arrogant prick. And I don't really know the longevity of that squad that we just saw in the World Series. Because when you have a cheap, avaricious owner, you're not going to see your team for a long time. I mean, you're not gonna see the same squad for a long time. I mean, obviously the Dodgers being a fucking huge market with the payroll it's got and with the squad it's got, I mean, we got to keep a lot of our guys for a long time and see our core guys win a World Series. But man, with the Tampa Bay Rays, I hope for the best for you guys. I really do, but your organizational structure isn't really meant for long-term happiness in that regard. But I do wish you guys the best. And honestly, man, I have nothing else to say about Kevin Cash. You are an arrogant moron. I seriously can't fucking believe that happened last night in Game 6 where Blake Snell gets pulled. Playing lights out, too. But all of that comes with a conclusion that the Los Angeles Dodgers are World Series champions. God, I can't believe I'm saying that still, man. And just a quick thing with Game 6. Shout out to the bullpen. I was one of those people that just obviously with Pedro Baez, man, I was so fucking pissed off about. But when he came into Game 6, I'm screaming my head off, but this dude delivered when it counted. Guys like Alex Wood did fantastic. Tony Gonsolin gave up the one run, yes, but was perfect throughout the rest. Victor Gonzalez, I mean, what can I say, man? You and Julio just repping out Mexico the best way possible, grinding out through the game, consummate professionals. And shout out to Mike Brito. Shout out to Dodger scout Mike Brito. Can somebody put a fucking statue up in Dodger Stadium, Mike Brito, please? Please? I mean, the man found Fernando Valenzuela. This guy found Julio Urias, and I'm pretty sure he has some involvement with Victor Gonzalez, right? Can we get Mike Brito a goddamn statue at Dodger Stadium, please? Somebody make that happen. Somebody make that happen, please. It's incredible. And I have no words. I have no words for everybody involved in this team, man. Obviously, ownership. It's so crazy because I watched a video of me last year after the NLDS loss against the Washington Nationals. I've rewatched that video again, October 10th, 2019. Cruz Peruse. And I'm not joking, kids. Look that shit up. On my birthday, the very day after the Dodgers lost the NLDS, I went on a fucking 20-30 minute rant about the Dodgers. How I hated ownership, how management, how the executives, everyone's at fault for fucking this situation up. Clayton Kershaw is the scapegoat. I bitched and moaned about Joe Kelly. I went full, rage mode. And to watch that video and to see where we are now, it's nuts. It's nuts. Because the hitting crew showed up. That's the one thing I fucking bitched and moaned all goddamn day in that video. The bullpen was immaculate. And God, when I say hitting and bullpen, you know who I immediately think of? The Red Sox. Thank you, Boston Red Sox. Thank you, Boston Red Sox. Seriously, thank you, Boston Red Sox. If it wasn't for the Boston Red Sox, the Dodgers do not have Mookie Betts. The Dodgers do not have Bruce Gratterall. The Dodgers do not have an insurance pitcher in David Price, who opted out of the season. But still, thank you, Boston Red Sox. I seriously cannot believe you let go of Mookie Betts. For what? Alex Verdugo and a couple of prospects and picks? Like, are you kidding me? Respect to Doogie. Respect to Doogie, though. Love that boy. Love what he did with the Dodgers. But Jesus Christ. Really? You gave us Mookie Betts for fucking nothing. We have him for 12 more years. And I'm not going to lie to you, man. Even though I did just buy a World Series champion Dodgers hat, I can't believe I'm saying that shit. Just buying that shit, I'm thinking, all right, maybe ease off on the merch. But I mean, sooner or later, I'm definitely buying a Mookie Betts jersey. I'm for real buying that shit because what more can you say about this guy, Mookie Betts, dude? I mean, this guy came up so clutch in so many moments. I mean, not just on the hitting aspect, but defensively. Some of the catches this guy made, just unbelievable. Shout out to my boy Cody Bellinger. And what else? What more do we need to say about Cody? You know, last year's NL MVP had a bit of a stagnant time. Game 4, he was a designated hitter because of a back issue, but as soon as he's back from the back issue, it's lights out for the Dodgers. Guys like A.J. Pollock deserves a mention. You know, relatively inconsistent, but hey, got some big outs when we needed it from the defensive side. Not the best in hitting, but did okay. CT3, good Lord. What else can you say, man? I mean, you have moments of absolute just hair-pulling frustration, but at the same time, you have some pretty spectacular clutch moments too. CT3 in the clutch at times. JT, Justin Turner, I have his jersey up there. I honestly think this whole COVID shit is fucking bogus. The Kung Flu nonsense coming from top down, MLB testing protocol is absolute fucking bananas. Having a man fucking play 8 straight innings and then middle of the fucking game he has to go out. Can't celebrate with his teammates when he wins. Can't be on the fucking field and has to be trotted out after everything fucking happens and then gets fucking blasted by the media. Right? Because he's not wearing a mask, he's kissing his wife, and yada, yada, yada. Motherfucker, he was with the goddamn team for 8 straight fucking innings. And they were together for hours before that. If the magical fucking Kung Flu just afflicted everybody immediately, would everyone be dead? Like shut the fuck up. All you fucking disease experts, all you fucking liberal piece of shit, because that's what most of you motherfuckers who are complaining are. Most of you fucking liberal pansies just need to shut the fuck up. Because you don't enjoy sports. You know what you enjoy? You love being fucking miserable and making everyone else feel like shit. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that shit. I'm not buying the fact that Rob Manfred, who got so fucking rattled by booing in Globe Life Stadium, has enough fucking integrity to say, oh, we're going to thoroughly investigate JT. Shut the fuck up, you fucking piece of shit. You're really going to investigate that guy, but you're never going to investigate the fucking Houston Astros for the 2017 cheating scandal? Go fuck yourself. Shout out to my man, Justin Turner. You're a fucking champion. I don't care whatever anyone else says. You deserve a new fucking contract. You deserve to stay in LA. You should be a fucking Dodger for the rest of your life. There's no fucking way. You fucking idiot, goddamn cuckboy, soy boy fanboys are going to oust JT because JT is the fucking heart and soul of this team. Fuck Kung Fu. Fuck that bullshit. Fuck you. You stupid ass motherfuckers buying into that stupid ass shit. Shout out to JT. Shout out to everyone else too, man. Shout out to Corey Seager, MVP of both the NLCS and the World Series. This guy, coming from the fucking Tommy John surgery, coming from that injury history, coming from a fucking stagnant year. This guy was just lights out, and when he got that MVP, I lost my mind. You can see it on yesterday's episode 295 when I'm just raw live reacting to that shit. It was incredible to watch. Guys like Kike Hernandez, man, my boy Kike, get in that ring. God, there's so many to name, man. Will Smith, Austin Barnes, even hell, Edwin Rios. You had moments of frustration just swinging at fucking bats without making any goddamn contact. But if I had to list everybody, we'd be here all day, kids. We really would be. And I'm telling you, I will at one point and continuously all throughout, however many fucking times we talk about the Dodgers, because I am gonna nonstop talk about this shit all throughout the next few months. There is one name that I really, really, really need to talk about, and that's Clayton Kershaw. Man, I am a huge Clayton Kershaw fan. A fanboy, really, to the point of irrational, emotional thoughts and feelings for this individual. Because yes, relative to context and how great of lineage of pitchers that the Dodgers organization have, in my mind and in my lifetime, Clayton Kershaw is the greatest pitcher I've ever seen in my life. And for him to finally get over the hump and for him to finally get that World Series ring, it brought so much joy in my heart, bro. And I teared up a lot yesterday watching Clayton Kershaw interviews, watching him just on the field, just so fucking happy with his wife and kids and everyone there in his home city, no less, man. Hometown. Dude, I don't know, man. It was just some picture perfect shit. Obviously, if Kershaw, pitched the last pitch, whatever. But fuck that. Julio was absolutely fantastic. And most strikeouts in postseason history at 207. I mean, all the fucking regular season awards you can think of. A fucking no-hitter game. This man's accolades go on and on and on. And now, finally, Clayton Kershaw has a ring. It's amazing. It's amazing, man. And this jersey that I have in the back with the Dodgers blue Clayton Kershaw majestic jersey. Inside it has the Adidas number 24 Kobe Bryant jersey. Those two fucking jerseys combined together have been sitting in the living room since the start of the wild card series for the Dodgers against the Milwaukee Bucks. So I have not had that thing fucking upstairs for a damn near a month. And holy fucking shit, the Dodgers are World Series champions and the Lakers are NBA champions. And never again in the history of American sports will this ever happen where a Major League Baseball team and an NBA team, also known as the World League of Chinese Basketball team, win a championship in the same season. I mean, and to go beyond that, I mean, the same fucking city in the same season, same calendar year, same calendar month. Oh my God, it's legendary. 2020 is legendary. October is legendary. And these Los Angeles Dodgers are legendary because they're World Series champions. And no one's going to take that away from us. No one. I don't care how many fucking stupid-ass Houston Astros fan has to fucking justify their bullshit because the fucking Dodgers and everybody else in the fucking sport play 60 fucking games. And I don't give a shit if all you salty-ass Yankees or other fucking bullshit fans have to complain all goddamn day because the postseason was all fucking janky and it was in the right format. I need all of you motherfuckers to just shut the fuck up. I need you motherfuckers to shut the fuck up. Okay? Because if you're seriously saying this deserves an asterisk, then fucking go back, erase 2017 from history, null and void, motherfucker. Everything is dead for that shit. And then we'll talk about fucking erasing this goddamn season. How about that shit? Fuck you. 2020 World Series champions, LA Dodgers, bitch. Suck my motherfucking dick. Dodgers are fucking champions, and so are the Lakers. Same fucking calendar year, same fucking calendar month, and I hope that fucking shit stings, bitches. And yeah, I'm going real fucking hubris here for a second. But you cocksuckers are fucking jealous because LA's winning. Now, let's be fair, man. The city of Los Angeles is a piece of shit. It's a Democrat-run shithole. But in terms of sports, they house winners. Now, I'm not a Kings fan. But respect to the Kings. They get their shit. But in my eyes and in my mind, LA has always been a Dodgers and Lakers team. It always has been. Always has been. And for them to bring that 1988 vibe and just alleviate a lot of this shit, it feels fantastic. It feels great, especially in this crazy, crazy ass year. But ultimately, kids, Dodgers are World Series champions. And on the next episode of the Sky Lounge, we're going to do some piggy skin pick reviews as Thursday is quickly approaching. So we're going to be on that shit. All right, motherfuckers. I appreciate you dropping by this episode. Follow me at the Sky Lounge on SoundCloud, iTunes, and Google Podcasts. And also check out the Sky Lounge on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Until next time, kids. Fuck off. Let's go, Dodgers.